Hey, good morning. Hope you got enough sleep last night. How did you sleep? How did you sleep? How did you sleep? How did you sleep? Well, you just close your eyes. Close your eyes. And knock out. Fade out. Dorme bien. Dormio. Dormi. You know, I remember I was working putting stickers on these trash cans at the beach, on these trash cans. I was putting stickers on these round trash cans at the beach. Big stickers. Big advertisements for Shark Meg 2, Megatron, big Megatron shark movie in Huntington Beach, California, USA. It was an okay little gig I picked up. Nice atmosphere. Not at first, the first day, thought, you know what, this is kind of annoying, kind of the stickers, getting it straight. It is kind of dirty because you're tipping over a trash can that may or may not have trash in it. You clamp the lid down, you tip it over, and then you roll it on a little wagon. So you flip over a wagon with four wheels on top, and you put the four wheels that would go on the ground on top, upside, so the wagon's upside down, the wheels are facing up, and then you roll the trash barrel, and then you just place the sticker and it rolls around. And the main point is getting it straight, and there's a line on the trash can that you line it up with, and then so you got to get the angle perfect so it's perfect on the other side also. Close to perfect, right? You can be a little bit off, but they basically want it looking, they don't want it looking like shit, right? So you want the sticker to look okay on the trash barrel for the movie advertisement, and you don't want a bunch of wrinkles on the sticker. So yeah, I was doing that. It was, I don't know, a couple week gig. Maybe it lasted 3 weeks. I had a few days off. Sometimes 4 days a week, 3 days a week. But back to the subject of sleep. Dormio. Sleep. I slept on the beach. I had a lunch break, and sometimes it was extended a little bit, so 30-minute lunch. Sometimes it extended, maybe we got a little extra 15 minutes for whatever reason. And I had a really good sleep on the sand at the beach, on the beach. Really good, enjoyable, dreamy, imaginative sleep. So much so that I thought of taking some of the sand home, putting it in a pillowcase, and just sleeping with it on my I know, obviously that would be a messy mess. That would be a mess. But I felt so comfortable, and I felt like I slept so good on the sand at the beach. It was great. There was some surf competition going on, so I could hear the announcers calling out the surf. People were walking by me. I wasn't around a bunch of people, though. I was kind of off to myself, but there were people coming and going on the beach. But yeah, I really enjoyed sleeping there, and I rested. I felt great. And part of sleep is, I think, it's just part of the imagination, your dream, your rest, your mind state, right? It's not just while you're knocking out. So, and there's a lot of people who invest in sleep. There's the My Pillow guy, who's got a little pillow that'll help you sleep better. There's all these mattress companies, a Purple mattress, all these different mattress foam, pillow top, everything, memory foam, mattress topper. So there's a lot of thought put into sleep, right, by others, and by myself also. So whether you want to make money, you're trying to make a buck, and you think you found something cool and you want to share it with the world, and maybe capitalize on it a little bit. I found that was really good sleep at the beach, and I'm like, hey, this is great. This is great. How can I replicate this? Should I take this sand home? Should I just take a big bucket of sand, a big plastic sealed thing of sand, and just take it home with me? Sleep on it? They have bean bags, which is kind of the same thing, but not exactly. So sand is what? Silica. It has, basically, if you heat it enough, it'll turn into glass, right? Maybe it's some rock. The sand is basically what they make glass out of. So if you heat it, it'll turn into a sheet of glass at the right temperature. So you have the properties of what I was sleeping on the sand. You have the ocean, which could probably be soothing to sleep in and of itself. When you take away the sand, you have, let's say you're sleeping on a mattress. That might be nice also. But the sand was perfectly fine to me. I had my backpack. I just laid on my backpack. I think I covered my face with the hat or something. But it was really awesome sleep, and it was easily equal to sleeping on a mattress, or it was better. I think it was a lot better than sleeping on a mattress. So whether it was the ocean or the sand itself, or what, I don't know. There's, my head was dreaming. I was dreaming, thinking about a girl, thinking about maybe 2 or 3 different women, you're just having good imaginations. I was playing with my imagination a little bit. That's one of the things I remember also, that I was doing that. Now, I've talked about Indigo Gabbro, kind of doing that, kind of playing with your psyche a little bit. But I don't think I had any kind of, usually, I've been taking various rocks with me at different times. At that time, I think I was kind of on I was on a little lapis lazuli kick. I'm not sure if I had any type of rock that would have caused this, this kind of active, good imagination. Because, instead of imagining negatively, like rape, hey, they're going to rape everybody, they're going to rape this, they're going to rape your girlfriend like they rape you, or they're going to rape somebody in their sleep. Instead of having these, like, horrible imaginations, I was having really good imaginations, peaceful, like, good, right? We know the difference between ugly imagination, where we imagine something bad happening. So I wasn't imagining bad things, as I have been lately, just in my imagination, just foul, foul thoughts, foul imaginations. And then I hear, like I was listening to Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo yesterday talking about, they were talking about rape, foul stuff, but they were basically talking about rapists being set free and purposely not locked up as a part of a strategy to destroy society. Anyways, so yeah, that is a good question. Why have my thoughts been so negative here lately versus positive back then, right? Not even far back. This was not so far back. So is there a key component to this negativity that I've been kind of experiencing in my imagination, that it's so evil, it's negative? Whether it could be plausible things that I'm imagining or not, that's not the point, because this might have been plausible then too, right? But why was I having good imaginations then and such bad imaginations now, right? That's a question I'm asking. So then you have, well, what are the variables? Where was I working? What was I doing? Who was I in contact with? What kind of people were my influences? So you got to ask all those questions, and that's what I do ask those, actually. Am I being influenced negatively? Am I picking up some kind of negative vibe from somebody? That's a possibility. They say if you have it, you set your dreams, your goals, whatever that is. That's your thing, right? But they say don't tell anybody. Don't go tell everybody whatever it is. And you might make that mistake, and I've seen this in, when I'm studying stuff. I remember that being said, because you'll tell 10 people, and they'll shit on you, on whatever you're telling them, right? They'll shit all over it, right? They'll talk shit. They'll shit on you. You might actually get a lot of hate. So what they say is don't tell anybody. Don't, unless they're on your side or they share it with you. So you could tell, obviously, your significant other, if you two are planning something, then you'll both be excited. Obviously, you're not going to keep secrets and, hey, this is my thing, my secret, I'm not going to tell you. But obviously, yeah, you would do that. But you don't go tell somebody who's just going to shit on you, right? You don't tell people who are just going to shit all over you, right? Oh, well, yeah, you're right. You know what? That was really dumb of me to think that. I think you're right. You got a point. Yeah, life. I'll just be more like you. So yeah, you don't tell people stuff. So yeah. Anyways, hope you slept well. That's how I started this talk. Then I went off on sleep and imagination. And now I'm here, and yeah, Indigo Gabbro can kind of help with that psyche stuff. Obviously, clear quartz is good. I'm trying out. Been trying out a few different stones. I'm not a huge collector of rocks, but one at a time. I'll grab a rock of a certain variety or sort, and might carry it around in my pocket, or make a necklace or bracelet. You know, whether it's bloodstone or this, that, or the other. Yeah, we should check our imagination. You know, if there's this like kind of negative force just pounding at the door, pounding, negativity pounding, trying to get in. We want to be aware of where that's coming from, and ask ourselves, where is this coming from? Why am I thinking these thoughts now so prominently when I wasn't before? I'm not saying don't be real, obviously. You know, if there are some type of rapists on the loose, whether it's publicly known or, you know, some type of folks that get away with it, whether it's murder, kidnapping, like with Elizabeth, or any other sort of nefarious activity. I'm not saying live in fantasy land, you know, but I just do question. I was questioning why this such strong imagination. You know, when I first found out, started talking to such and such person, had such good imaginations, and then, you know, here recently it's just all negative. You know, it's just all about rape, that, you know, and it's just like, what the fuck, you know? Why am I imagining so much bad things, so many bad things, you know? Such bad imaginations. So I need to find that out. I mean, I ask myself those questions, you know? So you do ask yourself, am I being influenced by somebody around me? Just ask those questions, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I guess that's it for now. You know, let's say sweet dreams. And as far as that goes, we're supposed to imagine the future before you sleep. If you follow Neville Goddard stuff, that time period before sleep, your imagination then is very important. So that's why you're supposed to read whatever your goal list is before you sleep. When you wake up, that little time slot is very, very important, because, you know, the conscious is merging with the subconscious, and you're bringing all that into that world, or that state. And trying to think of what is Neville Goddard's book about that. Maybe I'll link it or something, but he does a lot of great talks about imagination. So yeah, I kind of want to know, you know, well, I just asked myself that question, you know, why Why is everything turning like so dark and negative here recently in my imagination? So, you know, sure, I can play with Indigo Gabra or whatever, but I don't think that's the reason. I think there's something else. I mean, because I didn't have that stone. I mean, I could use that stone is what I'm saying, but I don't, that's not the reason. The negativity is there's an onslaught of it, you know, in my brain or head. The lack of that is not the reason. Yeah, maybe I'll read a little of Neville Goddard. Pull some of his talks up. Don't even have to read it, actually. Just push play. Push play.